Coach, thanks for taking some time out for us this morning. If you could, just kind of talk about where your team is to this point in the year and where do you think your team can go the remainder of conference play?
I think you surmised it pretty good. We're 12-3. We played 3 conference games. We won at South Florida. We Temple at home, and we lost at Wichita State. So I think we're in a good place. I think the only disappointment we've had is not playing better against Wichita State, considering some of the really good teams that we beat. Wake Forest was a good win. They just came off a great win against Syracuse. Obviously, Arkansas was a great win. Providence was a great win. They just beat the number 5 team in the nation in Xavier. So, I like our resume up to this point. Losing to Wichita State, certainly not a bad loss. When you have a great teams very rarely lose at home. That's why they call them home court advantages. I'm just so impressed with everything about Wichita State. The fans, their game management, obviously their team. So I wasn't disappointed in losing to Wichita State. I thought we hung in there and made it look better than it actually was, and I don't get overly excited about that. But I was just disappointed in, our how hard-nosed we were in our competitiveness. But the key to games like that is make sure that's just one loss and don't let that carry over and beat you the next time. And that's kind of what we focused on here since we got back, because we've got a big game coming up against a really good Tulsa team on Thursday.
Thanks, Coach, and we'll open it up to questions. If anyone has any questions for Coach Sampson, that's *1 on your keypad.
And we'll go first to Joseph Duarte with Houston Chronicle.
Hey, good morning, Kelvin.
Good morning. Good morning, Joseph.
Hey, I was just checking in just from the last week. Obviously, Breon Brady didn't play. Any word on how you'll bring him along this week and any chance he might be able to go Thursday?
I don't know if he can go Thursday. I know he's been getting treatments 2 or 3 times a day. They've got all those new machines that they allow him to take with him to the room. I know he's really working hard to get back. I have not seen him on the floor yet, though, Joseph. And today's Monday. So my feeling would be if he can't go tomorrow, he probably is not going to go on Thursday. But if he can practice tomorrow, we'll play him Thursday. Depending on how he feels, obviously we need. We're a much better team with him in there. He's coming off a 21.9 rebound game, and probably confused him a little bit the other night, especially the way they were guarding us. But hopefully he can be back. If not against Tulsa, then hopefully East Carolina on Sunday. So we'll just have to see. I wish I could give you more information. I just don't have any.
Right. Another question, Kelvin, just looking at Rob, coming off of the tough game against Temple, it looked like he started to put more back together against Wichita State. Was there anything, in that early part of conference that you saw from him from an offensive standpoint or shooting standpoint that was leading to any struggles, or did you even feel like he was struggling?
No, you're right. He has been. Now, whether he is or will depends. But I know Rob has. We took an early morning flight Friday morning to get back here, and I know Rob was in the gym Friday afternoon, twice on Saturday, twice yesterday. He's in the gym right now. I think Rob grasped that the best way to get out of something is just work harder, put more work in your game, play harder, give more effort. Lose yourself in competing versus worrying about stuff you can't control. Be a better defender. Be a better rebounder. Those are messages that we're giving him. But we got to get the ball in his hands more. Rob's not a parasite. You just can't. He can't be your secondary or third option. He's got to get the ball in his hands more and let him play. out of different scenarios. And obviously, I think he can help himself, but as coaches, I think we can help him a little bit too.
Thanks, Kelvin.
Okay, thanks, Joe.
There are no further questions in queue.
Well, Coach, I'll go ahead and grab the last question from you here. You are one of 8 teams in the American that currently has an RPI in the top 100. What have you noticed?
What is our RPI?
The last I saw was 53 is where the Cougars come in.
Okay.
So, as you look at this conference this season, compared to, your first few years in the conference, what have you noticed has been the biggest change and maybe the biggest catalyst to the conference's success this year?
I think just the number of coaches that have come in and elevated their programs. This is not the same Central Florida I saw in 2015. It's not the same Tulane. There's just so much more balance. Wichita State completely changes the dynamic of this league. Last year I thought clearly the best team in our league was SMU. And I know Cincinnati was really good, but I just thought SMU they were the best team that we played. But Wichita State and not Cincinnati. Haven't seen Cincinnati a lot, and when I did, I was really impressed. I think mixed team's better this year than they were last year. I think he's got a better team, but he's got 3 or 4 guys that have played together now for 3 or 4 years, and that's the value of Wichita State. We were running a bunch of first-year players out there against them, and they got Morris, a senior, Frank Camp, a fifth-year senior, Kelly, a senior, Willis, a senior. I mean, this is their year. I mean, they're really good, but they are senior-dominated, veteran-laden, really good team. And I think Cincinnati's made up the same way. They're veteran, senior-laden guys that have been playing together for a long time. So those 2 teams are really good. I have no doubt at the end of the year, Central Florida and SMU will be right there. I think a team that gets overlooked a lot in our league is Tulsa. I don't know that they've gotten the credit that they deserved, especially was it last year or year before they made the year before they made the NCAA tournament. Then one year they didn't make it, and I thought they had a good year. So, nobody talks about Tulsa a lot, but I have a lot of respect for what Frank has done and how good that team is. We may not have a lot of teams on Wichita State and Cincinnati's level, but that's a special shelf in the closet they're on. Just because you're not on that shelf doesn't mean that you're not really, really good. I mean, there's not a lot of teams in the Big East that's on Villanova's shelf either, but they got really, really good teams that's going to make the NCAA tournament, and I think that's what's going to happen with us. I think we've got enough teams at the top that can drag some of us with them, and that's what we're going to try to do.
All righty. Well, Coach, we will let you get back to planning for this week. Good luck with the games, and we will see you down in Houston here shortly.
Okay, thank you, guys. Have a good day.